All right, welcome to Grim Survival. You know who my special guest is? Yes, that way. See, I got it right. That is Lynn from Homestead. Welcome back to the channel. This is like the soonest I've ever had somebody back on the channel before. So that's interesting and fun. This should be fun. Yeah.
Should be fun, Grim. Yeah. Thank you for welcoming me back.
Hopefully this is actually live because oh, there it is. I'm getting commercials and I'm hearing echoes in my ear. Let me mute that side. There
Okay.
we go.
Okay.
Yeah, so my morning video, I posted the news video. I don't know if you've seen it or not, but they
Mm,
demonetized that video before it even went online. That was fun. Thanks,
okay.
YouTube.
Mm, thank
Yeah,
you, YouTube. Mm,
yeah, they're so helpful. They're so helpful.
yeah. So, Grim, did you see what Wayne told me to wear? I've got to join the club. So there we
Yep,
go. We're
I
both
see it.
wearing one.
That's a nice hat you have there. That's I
Yeah,
don't know.
it's
I think
actually
it might
Wayne's
look better
hat.
than John's from Prepper Nation. I think it might look better than his now.
Oh, I don't know about that. He had a pretty good one. Yeah, I agree. But yeah. So, Wayne said, you got to wear the white one. John said to wear the white one. The good men always wear the white one. No offense, Grim. Sorry.
Oh, I should have bought the black one, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, no, that one suits you. So yeah.
Hi, Team
So
Prepper Nation in the house. Christina, trusting God first, native and devout preppers. I know Hutch Homestead was in here earlier. We, the people
okay.
prepping, just got back from YouTube jail, so that's an interesting story there. You have to scroll up in the comments to see that. In your yard, Homestead, welcome to the stream. We are
Hot
going to
dog.
have some chaos here. I got a list of rules over here I have to follow for this live stream, a
Mm,
whole list of them. And yeah, I'll just keep that up just so I can try not to. I'll just let you do all the talking. That'll be better for me. I won't get you in trouble then. This live stream's going up on your channel also, correct? You're going to post it
yeah.
as a premiere, I believe.
Yeah. Well, I'll post it as a premiere and a live, but because we're in Australia, we will have to. First off, we thought we'd come on with you, Grim. I would, and then maybe have to edit a few things.
Yep.
Depends on what we say, and then it'll be safe for Australia.
It'll go
Yeah,
from a
we just
1 hour video to a 10-minute video, right?
well, we don't want any door knocking happening, so yeah, that's the
Oh yeah,
thing. So.
that
Mm,
is definitely a thing. I
yeah.
have seen on Rebel News the door knocking that goes on. So yeah.
Mm. And I'm
Hoot Owl
sure.
is in the house. How's it going, Hoot? Glad you could make it.
Sorry, guys, I'm not reading the comments again. Grim will fill me in. So, hi, everyone.
She'll see all the comments when she goes back and watches the live stream. So behave yourselves now. Behave.
I do. I go and read them all. I read the whole lot of them. So,
So
yeah.
I'm nursing a burn here with my ice pack, and I don't know if it shows up very well on the camera. Maybe not. I don't know. It's kind of red now, but it looks worse in person. So keep that in mind. But yeah,
Burn. Not
that's why
good.
my arm is way over here because I just keep setting it on my second desk that I have over there. And yeah,
So, have you got an aloe vera plant or have you got aloe vera gel? Which one
I
have
have
you got?
gel. I used to have a
Gel.
plant actually. When I lived in Texas, they grew very well there, and I grew quite a bit of it. And we actually harvested a lot of our own gel. I remember burning myself when I lived there. I just picked off the end of a leaf and rubbed it on a burn, and felt really good, and never had a problem with it again. It worked better than the ice pack for sure. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. No, it's good stuff. I've got a big pot plant out the back there. It's about that full of little aloe veras. It wouldn't reach you, Grim. It'd die before it got to you, though, if I sent you one.
nope, it wouldn't get here in time. John, it is not a carpet burn. I touched my hand to a very hot cast iron skillet on accident, and the pot holder I was using fell off, and the corner of my hand just kind of landed on it, and ow, it hurt. It was about a 400-degree cast iron, I believe, at the particular moment. But no, it's not a carpet burn, and that was just wrong of you, John. Thank you for sharing. I said behave, and here we go. Already putting the stream into the gutter. Happens every time I go live.
Yeah. Yeah. So we've got a bit to talk about tonight, haven't we? We've got a little bit of a plan, but whether we go off track or not, I don't know.
Probably, I think we already have.
I
But
think we have.
if you would like to get started, you go ahead. You bring up the topics, and I'll try to behave myself. We'll just do it that way.
All right. Well, one thing that I thought both of us could talk about is it's an issue here in Australia is the GUNS, as I can't say it. I said it last time. I'm not going to say it this time. But a lot of people are worried because they don't feel they've got any arms, as we say. and they're feeling quite vulnerable. So, you know, a lot of people don't realise that in their own homes at the moment they've got things lying around the place that they can use as W's, as we know. I can't say that either over here. But, you know, I did watch when all this started in China, the Chinese villagers and farmers, and of course they didn't have any arms either, you know. So you know what a lot of them used on their little videos they were sending over on TikTok? They used one of these. And when those CCP guys came along, they didn't like that in their eyes at all. It was worse than pepper spray, I think. So
Really?
that was one thing. Yeah, well, I was amazing. I saw about 20 of them, and they had about 5 fire extinguishers. They had their hose from their garden, and the other guys were like, "No, we're not going anywhere near you." You know, I mean, it was the force of the eyes as well, I think, too. I mean, they were like, "We're not leaving our farms," and that made a big difference. And I don't know how they picked these guys for the, you know, Chinese people, but
So
they
fire
didn't seem as strong.
extinguishers for can you say self-defense? Can I say that? You might have to
Yeah, I
edit me
think
a little.
right.
Okay, so
That sounds better. Then, you know, for some
yeah,
people who don't know who is this woman? What is she saying? W's and G-U-N-S's? Yeah, self-defense
yeah.
sounds good, you know.
Spell
And
it a little slower for me because
yeah, yeah, and because Wayne and I are on a farm, so I mean, all over the farm we've got things. But if you're in an apartment in the city, you're not so well stocked as what Wayne and I are. Like Wayne can just go to his shed and he's got, you know, and you've got a backyard shed too. There's plenty of things there that if you feel that you need to use them in the spur of the moment, you know, might not be premeditated, but
sitting right next to me. I mean, yeah.
yeah, there you go. Well, yeah, that's right. That's probably sitting there from your last video that you made on the axe, probably.
Oh, I just kind of leave it there for decoration. We'll call it decoration.
Decorations, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah. Well, one thing I would advise is it's quite funny because we had a lot of break-ins from what they call the Apex Club here in Melbourne. They were a gang of young guys, and they were going to a lot of the suburbs. Now, all those suburbs were new homes, and they had the glass panels down the front. And I think I mentioned that on our last video. But what people were doing was they were going out and buying baseball bats, but they were leaving them right near the glass panels at the front door. So, you know, smash, grab, thank you guys. Now we can go raid your home. So I would suggest if you wanted to put things in a safer place, like maybe near a double bed, maybe might be handy, or yeah. But in Australia, I mean, in Melbourne, even at the moment, I know that they're saying if you've got a baseball bat without a ball in your boot, well, it's not good. They don't like it. So yeah.
Yeah, over here we take barbed wire and wrap it around our baseball bats just for the aesthetic look of it.
Oh yeah, that would look very aesthetic, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
And, you know, women in apartments in New York, I mean, we saw Angry Preppy, he was talking about, look, if you have to, you know, keep your head on a swivel, and that's one of the things we were going to talk about, how to keep your head on a swivel without looking like someone from a horror movie. That's pretty tricky because as soon as someone says that, keep your head on the swivel, most people go, oh, great, and they really do look like they're standing out, and everyone can pick you from a mile away, you know. So there's a fine balance, I think, between Rayman and head on a swivel, and yeah.
I use that peripheral vision. You got to, practice with seeing things out of the corner of your eye, I guess is one way to say it. And if you're walking around like this and you're just staring at everybody, they're going to think you're crazy. So
Yeah.
sometimes
I
it's a
think
good idea to let them think you're crazy, though.
yeah, but it is more of a thing for women, and I can say that safely because I am a woman. We do kind of look up and we're alert, we're ready for action, because men are a bit more calmer in their way of doing that. And any women out there, I just strongly suggest don't do what I do. I used to get on trains and trams with my daughters, and they go, "Mum, don't stare at people like that," and so I had to train myself. So, but you know, if you are in New York or in a city or somewhere at the moment, and I'm just trying to think of ways of helping you guys.
Well, I
I'm
would
not
suggest
training.
a big old heavy book. If you take a big
Yeah,
old
big
heavy book
old
and
variable.
you just
Yeah,
yeah, they call
you
them
could
Bible
Bible
compass
bash
for a
that
reason
with.
now.
Yeah, good Bible bash would be good anytime, I think. That'd be
Yeah.
good. So, Yeah, well, that comes first. That's exactly right. And our Father in heaven is what we're mainly motivated to do what we do on earth here for, and what we are doing, which is giving out a message. And without Jesus Christ, I really don't know why we would be doing it, because 73 years on this earth and thinking I'm not going anywhere, well, nah, I'm not interested in that. I'd much rather be thinking I've got hope and going somewhere. So that's the thing.
Lewis, behave yourself now.
Hmm?
Oh, I'm reading the comments and they're commenting on you. You'll have to just read it later. I'm not going to repeat it.
Okay. Yeah.
It's not a bad comment, I can tell you that, but Wayne might not be happy too much about it.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'll calm him down later. That'll be
Okay.
right. So.
Yeah, you might have to.
Yeah. So anyway, ladies in city, look in your kitchen drawers. I mean, I just found something here. Like, I think that looks pretty good. That's my roast lamb and beef thing. I mean, you don't want
I
guys
have
to
one
get
of
that
those.
close to you. You have one of those too?
I think I
Well,
have two of them. We use them for roasting hot dogs over a fire or marshmallows sometimes too,
yeah.
but I don't eat marshmallows anymore. They're made with pork. Did you know that? I didn't know
No,
that.
I didn't know that.
No, I didn't either.
No wonder Bear Independence says he buys vegetarian marshmallows. Now I know why he says that, because I thought all marshmallows are vegetarian.
Nope.
So yeah, and this is Wayne's. I'm just putting out some fun stuff here, guys. But the women should be thinking about what is like. Don't. This is solutions, guys, because even a vase. I mean, we've seen that in movies plenty of times. This is Wayne's brush. Now, this doesn't look very heavy, but it's a really heavy brush. I wouldn't really like that thrown at me. I mean, you have to be a good shot, but yeah.
Slingshot wouldn't be a bad idea.
Well, we've got a few friends. I think Josh is on here. Josh. Oh, anyway, I won't be talking about that, will I, Josh? But anyway, I think, yeah, there's quite a few people that know how to make slingshots and things like that. So, yeah, I mean, here's a sprinkler from our garden. If you've got a few sprinklers, that's a heavy weight there. And who would think if they walked in your backyard or climbed over your
Sharp,
fence?
actually. I mean, if you
Yeah,
threw that correctly, that could hurt somebody right there. So yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
Prepper
Yeah.
Nation wants to know if you can own crossbows.
Uh, uh, Josh would be able to answer that, because I think state by state it's different. I think there's different rules for different states. Wayne was talking about it. I don't know whether you need a license for them here in Victoria. That's the thing. But Josh would know in Western Australia what his rules are, because we have different rules state by state. So good question, John. Yeah, because that's something Wayne's thinking about at the moment. We've got
Yeah.
other things, farmers, as I said. But as a woman, I'm like, how daunting is that crossbow? You see these women on these movies pulling them on, thinking, are they really women or not? I don't know, because they're hard things to use.
Well, a crossbow is a lot easier than a regular bow to use, just because it has assisted loading. Really, you can pull the string up by putting your foot on it, and it has a couple of things. And yeah, it's a lot easier to pull it back, I would say, for anybody really. And they make different weights and things like that. So I mean, they even make little crossbows that, for the purpose of self-defense, obviously would be a very viable option. So yeah, not a bad idea if you can actually own them. If not, there's a lot of videos on how to make one. A lot of videos.
There's a lot of you, yeah, I have watched them myself, and I must confess, when I got into prepping and I was really excited about 20 years ago, I went to a toy shop and I saw kids' crossbows, and I thought, how strong would they be? Nah, they're no good. But anyway.
Dave Marie asked if you have a hair straightener or a curling iron. So, yeah.
Marie, hello. No, I don't use either. I just let it go. So, yeah, we don't have much time to do that. When I go out to
Either one
visit.
of them would probably make a decent tool. If it was hot enough, you could probably brown somebody with it.
Yeah, sorry, I got the wrong point. Absolutely. Yeah, I do have two in the cupboard. That'd be better than a hairdryer, I think. Really, a lot better than a hairdryer.
So it would work really well is a cast iron skillet. If you heat it up to 400 degrees first, you don't even have to hit anybody with it. You just touch it to their face and they're done. Ow.
Yeah, I was thinking that when you put up your hand, I thought that's a good one for you to mention. So, yeah. I mean, if you're like us, you've got a wood stove. Well, you can always have a hot pot on the stove, can't you, when the lights go out? Now, I was hearing that over there at the moment because of what happened in Nashville. There's the ATMs are down. There's only cash being used in a lot of grocery stores and fuel places.
Yep.
Now, I'm sorry, I'm changing here topic, but I just wanted to talk about this because, interestingly enough, they're saying we're going to a cashless society. But before we go to a cashless society, I would recommend everyone does have a lot of cash on hand, because that's at the moment, 3 days into that Nashville bombing that you guys had, everyone's going, we can't use our ATMs, they're all closed, grocery stores are closed, the fuel, we can't get fuel. So,
Yep.
It's going to be a while before we're cashless, and a little bit of cash on hand as much as you can, or just don't go out. Maybe that's the thing. Stay at home and
Yeah, it's always a good idea to have extra fuel, extra food, extra, cash, obviously, and stack that silver. John from Prepper Nation said so. Yeah, I don't have any silver actually, so I just don't think I need it. To be honest with you, I'd rather stack. What do you call them over there, John? Freedom seeds. Yeah, freedom seeds. That's what he calls them. I'd rather stack those. They're probably more valuable than silver at this particular moment, anyway. And yeah.
Freedom seeds. I've got silver earrings, but we don't have any silver either. Yeah. So, but cash. I mean, we do know that there's going to be hyperinflation in the future. That's what I consider will happen, and a lot of other people, that whether it happens soon or later, I don't know. Look at Venezuela, what happened to Argentina. So, but still, we've got time now to have a bit of cash on hand. And when things like that happened the last 3 days, all those people, that was a big area around, wasn't it, that was hit with no power?
It wasn't that large of an area that was hit, actually. It's just what they hit. It took out some transformers in the area, and the AT&T building itself was controlling a lot of the cell service. I guess they probably had satellites and things on top of that building that were actually running some of the cell service. So I heard it was a 200-mile radius that any AT&T didn't have service on their phone. I'm not sure if they ever got it back yet, but they were supposedly working on the problem. But I haven't been following it all too closely, because it just seems to me like another false flag that it's just something to distract us from what's really going on. There was a reason why they did it at 5:30 to 6 a.m. on Christmas morning, and were announcing it 30 to 45 minutes ahead of time that was about to happen. They didn't want anyone to get hurt, so it's just a big distraction, in my opinion. So, yeah.
No, I totally agree with you, Grim. False flag, definitely. But the repercussions of that false flag is why I'm saying, why we'll need to have some cash on hand, have their food preps, all the rest, because there's going to be plenty more coming. But I agree totally with what you're saying.
I agree. Yeah, it's getting a lot worse. People are just going crazy, being unable to go where they want to go, do what they want to do. A lot of people are very desperate. They can't get enough food. They've cut out. Unemployment was cut off. I think the new stimulus that was signed yesterday actually reinstates a lot of it. The House today, just a little while ago, actually did pass to up that stimulus from 600 to 2,000, but it still has to pass through, the rest of the red tape to actually be approved. So we'll see how that actually goes. So, yeah.
So that's a one-off 2,000 payment. It might be. Is that what you're saying? A one-off? Yeah. Okay. Well, here in Australia, they've been getting weekly payments. Imagine that. Well, that's doing to our society, So a one-off. Hopefully, no one goes out and buys another TV. Hopefully, it does go into preps and all the rest of it. So
TVs, computers, a brand new cell phone, all the stuff that people get distracted by. So not anything I'm going to get my brakes fixed on my vehicle and see about getting my CDL reinstated, which is $500 actually, for me to go through the stuff I have to go through to get it reinstated. Even though it's still being contested, the problem I had, I still have to go through all these steps to get it reinstated if I want to go back to work anytime soon. This could take up to a year to have this thing I'm trying to contest overturned. So it's a bad situation.
That's ridiculous, really. Like 1 year. Typical. But you're spending your time wisely. look what you're doing. You're spending your time wisely.
Trying. Yeah, I do have an idea for something. I don't have it sitting here. Something I'm going to try to build. I think I'm going to try to do it tomorrow. So I'm going to make some fire starters with some pine resin that I have collected and some popsicle sticks, because I'm pretty sure it can be done fairly easily just by boiling the pine resin down. So I'm going to show how I do that and test it out, see if it works. It'll be a learning experience for me and anyone watching, because I've never done it before, and I'll do it the first time on camera like I usually do. So that'll be fun. Hopefully I don't burn anything down like the shed. Probably do it in the shed. Try not to burn down the shed. So.
Yeah, well, I haven't tried pine resin yet, but it'll be interesting to see. Yeah, will be good to see. They have this thing a lot of on YouTube, Fired Up Friday, and all these people come on and show up what their different styles of lighting a fire on a Friday, which is interesting. And I've been watching that. Quite a few of our subscribers over there do that, and I'm like, wow, that's a good idea. So.
Joe Morgan, yes, it is considered pine tar. Let me mute my phone. Pine tar or pine resin is sometimes called pine pitch. It has been known in the past, but yeah, that's basically what it is. James, how's it going? Scott Briggs is in the house. Gray Man Prepping, Vicky Savage. There's a lot of you here. Thanks for showing up. We got 160 watching and 86 in the chat. Hey, look, Wayne showed up. That's the first time we've had him live. Welcome.
How you going, mate?
You're missing your hat. Where's your hat?
I just wanted to show you my haircut, mate.
Yeah,
I seen that on a video a couple of days ago. I'm starting to need one too. I'm getting a little long over here. So.
I heard you were talking about self-defense. Lynn didn't need any tools. She could take me down with that long hair, mate.
I
had to get rid of it.
Did she cut it with a knife? Because that would be the Australian way to go, right?
No, I did it with the shears, mate.
Okay.
Myself. Yeah.
It's nice to see you on camera. Thanks for showing up. I appreciate it. But yeah, we're missing that hat. We got to see that hat now.
Go and get it.
Go get your hat. Yeah.
I've got a couple of things that I might show you that I made my daughters when they were probably, what would they be, 8, 9, 10?
8, 9, and 10. Yeah.
And something that they could go and spear carp with. And I was just looking at them in the shed, and I thought, man, I was crazy giving kids these things.
You were.
But I don't know if I can show them on here or not. But,
you can show them on there.
They're only for spearing carp.
I can technically pull what's on my right hip right now and show that. If you want to do it, you'd have to edit it out. But yeah.
I'm going to buy my hat, mate.
Right, you go get your hat. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that time. Wayne was up the shed, and I'm going, you can't build those things for 3 girls. He said, yes, I can. I can go show them how to hunt. And I'm like, all right, okay. So here they were down our river with bare feet and stabbing fish in the river with bare feet. I'm like, no, it's not a good idea. But you know what? They might come in handy now. So
yeah, they might.
Why did I have white stuff?
Yeah, you have to put on your blue flannel. We need to get a live stream with a lot of different channels all at once. We need to get, at least 5 different channels all on video on a live at once. Wow, now that is a tool.
I've seen something you made on, I don't know whose video it was now.
On Dusty Data.
Yeah, yours is better than mine. I tried to make a little one.
These are on about a 6-foot handle.
Nice. I mean, the handle itself would be a good self-defense item for sure. Oh, yeah. There you go. Yeah, that's for fishing, right?
Yeah.
Fishing.
You have a lot of 2-legged fish that you're going after with that, by any chance?
I shudder now when I look at them, thinking I gave them to kids to play with.
Joe Morgan says that is a great whooping stick right there. A whooping stick.
If they poked it in one of them poked it in the other, I'd have to poke it right through the other side to get it out. Wouldn't be any pulling it out.
Yeah, I don't think you can pull it back out.
Anyway.
Yeah, you're going to have to make a video on how you built those. I'd like to see that video for sure.
I've got a bit of rod.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm not used to this.
Yeah, it's a small camera.
Rod. I come down, I bent it and put a hole right through, so it doesn't matter how hard you slam it into something, it's not going to
oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. That's a good stick right there. Well, sometimes they're called in Texas, they call them pig stickers. Yeah.
Oh, do they? Turn that back around. There you go. Can you sit
OFC
next to me?
Nation says you need those in Australia because everything can kill you, even the fish. Is that true? That's a stereotype that we have over in America about Australia, that all the wildlife can kill you. Is that actually a true statement? I'm very curious.
Yeah, there's a few things that can kill you. Crocodiles.
You?
Few
Yeah, we have
snakes.
alligators. We have some alligators, snakes, spiders. Yeah, I mean,
yeah, we've got red-back spiders. I just found some in the garden yesterday.
what kind?
They give you a nasty bite. Red-back spiders, they're called.
I don't think I know that one.
Yeah. In the high country, we've got tiger snakes not too far from here, but they're pretty deadly. I used to go up the high country camp a lot, and I'd camp in an open swag, and they didn't worry. But man, I'll go up there now. I'm zipped up totally. Yeah.
Frogs? Yeah, I don't think you have deadly frogs. You don't have deadly frogs, do you? Poison dart frog by any chance?
Not that I know. We've got cane toads. They're poisonous, I think. But, yeah.
Don't eat them. Yeah, there's a big market for frog legs down in the southern parts of the United States here. A lot of people think it's a delicacy. We'll just put it that way. Not for me, for sure. Alligator on a stick is one too that people like to eat. So yeah, no thanks.
Would that be down at New Orleans? They do that?
Yeah, in that area, yeah, anywhere down in the swamps where they do a lot of alligator hunting, things like that. They fried alligator on a stick. They have it at the state fairs and the little carnivals type things they have down there. And yeah, it's definitely a thing they do. I tried it once and I didn't really care for it, to be honest with you. Did not taste like chicken though. Everybody says it tastes like chicken. It did not taste like chicken.
Yeah.
Everyone's talking about how much they love frog legs in the chat now. So
we can't. I might get your phone and look at it a bit.
Yeah, right. Wayne might look on his phone since I'm hopeless at that. So yeah. So where were we? Wayne
Trusting God First asked Wayne, "Are you a mail order husband?" They want to know if you came in the mail and just I don't know why I decided to ask that question, but there.
Well, I met Wayne when I was 18. I'm 54 now, so I don't think mail order was around back then. I don't think so.
Scott Briggs asks if what ants are called. He forgot for some odd reason. I think they're called ants, but
I think they're called ants too. Yeah. I know there's fire ants here, which aren't very nice, and and meat ants and.
Yeah, we had fire ants in Texas too. I've been bit by them several times. They were not fun to be bit by. Oh. Yeah, they hurt. Yeah, worse than my hand currently.
Yeah, you're right. So Wayne's having a look at the chat. I can't see it, so I'm just looking at you, Grim.
Okay.
There we go.
There we go. Oh, he got his blue flannel on too. Now we match.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Flash, mate. Sorry.
I think it is actually the exact same, isn't it? It looks pretty close, maybe a little different. Yeah, it looks like he's got a little bit of light color where I have darker color, so pretty close though. Now, who was it in the chat that said they needed their blue flannel? Gray Man Prepping, he has his blue flannel. He needs to join too, right?
Yeah, he needs to join too. and he wore a red flannel, I remember, a couple of videos ago, if I remember correctly. I was watching him the other night.
Yeah, I had my red flannel on a couple of videos ago also. I switch them up every day usually.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm being told the spider that you named in your garden is the same as a black widow, is what we call them over here. Are they black with like a little red stripe on the back?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
That's what we call a black widow over here. Those are very poisonous, actually. Can be deadly to small children, small animals, for sure.
Yeah, my sister got bitten by one on the hand, and she had a pretty hard time with it. Yeah. They fixed it up. She's okay, but she said she's never had a bite like it.
Yeah,
I didn't know that's what you called a black widow. I remember Obama's wife, when he got elected, his wife wore a dress and it had a black widow on it. There you go. So
yeah, she's definitely one herself for sure.
I'll be black. Oh yeah, right. Okay.
I have a job reading this, mate. I'm half blind. I usually sit on the chair with a magnifying glass over top of it. So.
You can zoom in. What are you reading it on? Is it a phone? You can zoom in.
We haven't learned that yet, Grim. We're learning.
Man, I can't use the TV remote.
Yeah,
I don't have a TV, so I don't have that problem.
We only got to watch YouTube on.
Yeah, so why we've got a YouTube channel with our challenge, I tell you. So anyway.
I watch it on that screen. Every now and then I watch YouTube on that screen. Sometimes I watch it on this screen, and very rarely do I watch it on this screen. So yeah.
What's going on here?
I don't know. I'm not reading the chat. I don't know what's
some crazy man with a spear.
Yeah.
Is that backwards? You're not up with the chat. That's why. You're way back. You're way back.
I'm a mile behind with the latest.
There you go. Now
James Hargle in the house. How's it going, James? Glad you could make it. Metal for Breakfast is here. Metal for Breakfast. I was checking out your channel the other day. You got some good stuff on there. Definitely go subscribe, everyone, to Metal for Breakfast. Oh, also, I was checking out Native and Devout Preppers the other day. That is also a very good channel. A lot of very entertaining content over there. So definitely recommend that one as well. Jefferson Martial Arts, thanks for showing up.
Yeah.
Who are you getting in trouble? Hoot says, dang, Grim, looks like you could be their Aussie's kid. Oh, so it looks like we're going to lose a lot of people in this live stream because I see who just went live here. So yeah, I'll have to go check that out when this is over. So I'm not going to mention it. So I'll just leave.
Yeah, well, I did see it come up and I thought that. So is it nearly 9 o'clock your time?
Yep, in about 30 minutes from now. So I probably got about 30 minutes left of this stream for sure.
Yeah.
Rip Curl made it. How's it going, Rip? There's another channel I definitely recommend is Rip Curl. Go check him out if you would. Yeah, I burnt my hand. Did she tell you, Wayne? I burnt my hand on a cast iron skillet.
No.
Holding an ice pack because every time I forget about holding the ice pack, it just it starts to hurt again.
That's no good. Not good. What are we doing? Doing a bit of practicing, a bit of camp cooking.
No, I was just using it in the oven, actually. I threw the cast iron skillet in the oven, and then when I pulled it out, the pot holder slipped off, and I ended up touching the handle. Oops.
Good.
No.
Yeah, it's a great thing about cast iron. You can use them anywhere for anything. You can put them on your grill. You can put them over a campfire. You can throw them in your oven. I mean, they just work everywhere.
Yeah, no, they're good stuff.
We just bought some more, didn't we?
Yeah. Some ovens, some camp ovens.
Camp ovens.
Yeah.
I did cast iron I had was my mother's, and it's probably about 25 years old. Works fine, though.
Yeah, they'd be better, mate. Better quality than the stuff you get now, that's for sure.
It is. Yeah, I bought a new cast iron, a smaller one than the one I was using, just because I needed a smaller one. And it only lasted about a year before it ended up having a really huge crack right in the side of it. And I threw it away. I didn't need it.
Yeah. No, the old stuff's much better. I hunt some of the clear sales and things around, and if there's anything old camp ovens, skillets, I try and grab them because they're usually good, better quality.
Josh Connor has made it. Hello, Gremlins. Hey, Josh, we spell it Grim over here, man. Uh-oh, I'm knocking stuff off my desk. Yeah. All right, so what are we talking about now? We got quiet. It's not.
I come in and interrupted you guys. Sorry about that.
Grim will pick the subject for us again. You can stay if you want to.
I like the idea of trying to figure out friend or foe. Now, I mean, I've been thinking on this topic quite a bit. I made the video about it, and I asked the question more than I gave an answer. And I would just love to hear your guys' opinion on it because, everybody looks the same. So it's really going to be hard to figure out for sure.
Well, people's eyes give them away a lot, and body language, and most of us don't pick up on body language. That's something like, liars, detectives are great at picking liars and how even just speech slurs. I mean, even just looking up some YouTube videos on if people are lying to you, because that's where they'll start. And
Oh, yeah.
And I remember I was walking up a street in Melbourne one day, and this guy came towards me, and I knew he wanted, I was carrying a suitcase. It looked like I was going to the bank because it was that time of day going to the bank. Remember that? And the guy comes up, excuse me, ma'am, do you know where, what's that street? The one where the bombing was?
Russell Street.
Russell Street. Do you know where Russell Street is? And I said, yeah, mate, it's right up there. And I just eyeballed him. I said, I know where you're going with this, okay? And anyway, he just said, he winked at me and he said, thank you. He knew I was onto him. So you've got, you know, you men do that well, but it's another tip for the women. Just really pick up. I mean, most young girls would say, oh, Russell Street's just right up there. I'll take you up there. And before they know it, they've got the bag. So, yeah. So, but friend or foe, I mean, he was an obvious foe, but I think that Wayne and I have discussed this a lot, haven't we? And I think a lot of what we consider friends now, and I've mentioned it before in a few live chats, who we consider our friends now will become foes when things get tougher because it just depends on character. Test people's character, you know, test people's character now. Wouldn't you agree?
Well, see,
expressions. Yeah, that's definitely an interesting topic.
Body language. Yeah.
So somebody has asked a question about the vax. I don't know if we could talk about that without getting, but I'd like to know too, because they're talking about a passport here. Anybody who gets, you know, the shot to have a passport to go into certain places. And they're talking about implementing this early next year here in the United States. Have you guys heard anything like that going on over there yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit, but not early next year. They threatened us with that January, then they've put it back. I think because people have been a lot more sedate than what you guys have been in the USA, they don't have to enforce it so quickly. Don't you think?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, so many people are just complying here. It's unbelievable.
Oh, yeah.
And
Same.
And Qantas, Mr. Qantas, Ismail has come out and said people won't be flying Qantas unless they're vaccinated.
Let's use the V word, guys.
Yes,
no, you didn't bring it. Let's use the V word.
I would like to read you a message I got. It came in a text message. It is a picture of someone else's message from a different platform. And I'm going to just read this. You'll probably have to edit me for this. But anyway, I'm going to read it anyway. It says, wear a mask in the drive-thru. 3 of my teenagers work the drive-thru windows and are encouraging the community to wear a mask at the drive-thru restaurant. There are air particles flying out of your mouth when you are talking to the person at the window and passing your credit card. The employees often have to get really close to you within arm's distance to hand you your credit card back. Many employees have commented that they just don't feel safe. Yeah, I'm not going to continue reading. But can you believe that?
That says it all, doesn't it?
It really does.
We're going to wear them. We were supposed to wear them if we're going to any shops or anything here now. We're allowed to walk around freely with them without them in the street. But I don't, or we don't. I went into last weekend. Usually if I've got to go to a shop, I'll go early in the morning when there's no one around. But I had to get in there in the middle of the day. The place was packed. And I don't know, there must have been 300 people. They were queued up washing their hands going in, all got their baby diapers on their faces. And I just walked past them as they're washing their faces, washing their hands. And I went about my business. No one said boo to me, but I was ready for them if they did. But I went and got the stuff I needed. And I could see a lot of the guys there, you know, they got the thing down here, their nose is sticking out. And I could tell some of them looked at me and thought, I could tell they thought they felt a bit embarrassed that they were wearing them, you know, like each to their own. If you want to wear a mask, but it's not for me. But, it's unbelievable. I mean, we're in a country town. There's been, I haven't heard of it.
No, there's no cases, has there, in our town.
I think they just enjoy running around with masks, and I don't get it.
I really just don't understand how grown men, I'm sorry, but I don't understand how grown men can comply and bow down so easy. I mean, I'm lucky I haven't got one.
I come out of the shop, and Lynn had been in the garden section, and I come out and I said, It's when my hair was long too, and I was in my scruffy clothes because I look a bit scruffy. And I bowled through the shop, and like I thought, well, if the security guard comes, I had answers for him. But I was looking for a scrubbing brush on a broom, and the only one I could find was way up in these racks. They'd run out down below, and I looked around and I thought, oh, I'm not getting someone. So I climbed up. I climbed up on the rack and grabbed one out. I threw one down. And I said to Linda, people look at me and thought, who's this crazy dude, you know?
They always
but
that.
I got away with it. I just got down, took my thing and went through the checkout. But no one said a boo. But, yeah, I just don't get it. Don't get it. Really.
Well, I do get it. You know why? I think no, but I mean, because Wayne's always made a stand all his life. So it's easy for him to make a stand now. Grim, you've had to make stands, well, long before this C virus come along. There's men watching this right now and women. They've made stands. Well, if you've made a stand before, it's easy to make a stand now. But a lot of people out there have never made a stand. They've sat on a fence and got a sore bottom, if you ask me. That's what they've done. So.
Yeah, a lot of people are just afraid of any type of authority. They think that they're going to lose, their comfort, safety, because somebody who supposedly has authority over you tells you have to do something. People just outright believe that without any thought process. They just say yes sir, and they go about doing it. And to answer your earlier question about men, why are there so many men that are just going along with it and complying with it? And this is my opinion only, and this is going to tick some people off, but in this country right now, in the United States, there are very few actual men left. Very few. Most of them have never, reached that age mentally. I mean, maybe physically they've reached that age, but mentally they've never gotten there. They've never had to, take care of themselves. They've never had to prove themselves. They've never had a right passage, if you could say.
Absolutely.
I mean, and it's
Look, we could get by from birth to death without lifting our hand,
Exactly.
They'll look up, hand out to your hand out, do this, and we'll hand this out. It's just
So one easy way to tell friend or foe, I think, going back to that topic, is when you see somebody down the street and you can't tell if it's a male or female. They have blue pink hair and they're wearing a green pink outfit and skin jeans, and you don't know that's right there. In my opinion, it's not a threat. It's how do you put it? I guess you can just say it could be a possible threat from just how they act and how they comply, because they're the first people that are just going to say, oh yeah, I'll do whatever you say because you told me to do it. But then on the other hand, if you're wearing a certain hat that has a certain president's name on it, they're not going to listen to you at all, and they're going to just throw a little tantrum like a little child, and it just makes you want to so, but
that's
definitely not a friend though.
Yeah, when you're saying about friend or foe, well, as you know, we're on a farm here, Grim, but I've got biosecurity signs on the gate with our phone number on it, and it says don't come in unless you ring or make an appointment. But so we don't leave here that often, but if someone comes waltzing down my paddock and they haven't rang and I don't know them, I just class them to a foe. So
and we got to put the land there and just dig a hole out behind your new shed.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got a river on one boundary, and I've got electric fence on the other boundary with 6 hot wires on it and about 3 plain wires on it. And
that's a good idea for self-defense right there. If you had just a little electric fence and say a hallway just near your front entrance to your home, that would definitely deter some people or give them a good shocking experience.
Pretty high powered fence.
Yeah.
There you go.
I mean, it's amazing. We used to have people just stop on the side of the road. They'd waltz down through our paddock with their baskets and go and pick our mushrooms and stuff like this. They thought it was their right. So I said, Lena, I'm over this. Yeah. I don't mind. They come and said to me, look, can we go and pick some mushrooms in the paddock? Go for it. But don't just waltz on my property without coming and asking me, So it happened a few times. So
and that's another point. That's another point that Wayne just brought up then. If people have etiquette, well, they're going to be a friend. Well, sometimes, depends on what they're saying. But, you know, ask and you shall receive, but demand and you're not going to get, guys. So, yeah, it's another point. But something else I was going to say.
Metal for breakfast. Yeah, I have a better suggestion for your mask if you're going to get one. I have one on my Teespring store that says licking doorknobs since 2020. So I greatly recommend that mask if you're going to buy one. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm reading through our list we had over here. Bug out plans is definitely a good topic to go into if you wouldn't mind. I mean, I don't think you guys really would have an issue with bugging out. You have everything you need there. You're in a rural area from what I understand. So
look, mate, we're pretty well set up here with supplies and stuff. As being cockies, we're allowed to have what can I
yeah, that's right. The G word.
Stuff like that.
But you did say, Wayne said cockies. You might not know what that is. That means farmers.
Cow cockies. Cow cockies, farmers. Yeah. Sorry. But yeah, we're pretty well set up here. We've got plenty of water. We've got, as you've seen, we've got growing veggies. We've got plenty of livestock. And I was a slaughterman and butcher, so I can butcher my own animals and cut them up and stuff like that. But we do have an exit plant also. But
we do.
I go up the high country a lot. Yeah, you've seen videos I've done camping up the high country. Well, I don't just go up and sit around the camp and make videos. No. I'm going to do ones. I'll go up there again soon. But we got places where we can move to.
Yeah.
But I thought I might do a few. What do you call it? Tips and things on hunting and catching things in the wild.
Yeah.
That's sort of what I'd like
Marsha
to do.
Scott would like to know your age, Lynn. She's asking.
Well, I've said it on the last live chat. It's 54 and Wayne's 59. So, yeah. So that's it. Wayne's out of the bag too. So.
Great snatching.
Yeah, I'm not really. My dad was 10 years older than my mom, actually. So exactly 10 years, almost exactly. So, yeah.
Yeah, well, Lynn's parents.
Yeah, it was 10 years
apart.
Yeah, 10 years between my parents too.
Yeah. Eric Johnson, it will not let me show your comment. YouTube is censoring you, not me. So keep that in mind. And I tried to show it a couple of times and it keeps giving me the error message. So that's YouTube saying no. And I don't know why. It's not a bad comment whatsoever. So, yeah.
Probably because Eric's been on a lot of live chats the last few nights, maybe.
Could be.
Who knows?
I know We the People Prepping was put in YouTube jail for something, related to self-defense, and I won't say it in the live stream just because you guys are going to repost it, but yeah, something boomstick related. I guess I could get away with that particular word, I think.
I think so. Yeah. So YouTube jail for 2 weeks, in and out.
I think he said, what was it, 4 days? 4 days he was in YouTube jail. Yeah. And basically they just, they locked his channel so he couldn't, I guess you can't even go on live streams and talk to people when you have your channel locked, but I have several accounts. So yeah, I would just go right around that. Same thing with pretty much everything I use. I have multiple accounts. I have a backup YouTube channel that I posted all of my Bible studies to, link in the description. I have a Discord server now we're trying to use. We got a little bit of people. See, Joe Morgan, I could show that comment, and the last comment wasn't even near as bad. So I'm just saying, that's just insane what they're doing with this censorship. It's insane. But yeah, we got about 10 minutes left here because there are places I have to be. I definitely want to have you guys on the channel again soon. Or, we could do it where I come on your channel and I just would do this the whole time and listen so I don't get you in trouble. I mean, we could try it that way. We could try it, but I'd like to see you guys do some more live streams. So yeah, I want to live do
it. I'm bad enough doing just a video that I can edit and talk little on live stream. Then funny, I did a bit of a video over in the garden yesterday morning, and we have trouble loading things up and getting videos up. So Lynn tried another method. I don't know what you're doing, but anyway, she picked some video that when I first started yapping, and
just to test it,
Yeah, so I'm over in the garden carrying on like an idiot.
Like dancing and singing and all this type of thing.
She did it and went up live on the TV.
Went live, went
look
public.
at my phone, I'm getting I said, man, what's going on? Pull that thing down. What's happened? But it's too late, but anyway, she got it down. But
So Wayne's a little bit nervous of life in case what he says, but I think he does fine.
I've got a problem with my phone. Oh, yeah. I'll set it up. I'll set my phone up. I'll start to talk. And the volume, I've got no volume for about 10 or 12 seconds. So I usually got to gabble on and talk to myself and think, right, that's about 10 or 12 seconds. Then I'll start to talk. Yeah. That's where I got into trouble yesterday. Yeah. I'm gabbling away saying stupid things and next minute it's up on a blooming TV.
And then loads it up.
So what's the delay that's causing the 10 or 12 second delay? Because when I go live, I mean, it just automatically says you are live. And then I just start, doing this and yeah,
this is just with what sort of
It's just with our iPhone, the first 10 seconds, it's a bit of a fault in the iPhone 11, so the first 10 seconds of recording will be a lot lower in volume, and it's been a worldwide issue. So, yeah, if anyone's got an iPhone 11 out there, that has been a bit of an issue, hasn't it? But, but we've only got about 9 more minutes left, so what else are we going to talk about, Grim?
Oh, we'll just talk about how much coffee I'm drinking. I don't know. It's up to you guys. The lost product in the house, my favorite troll. Thank you for being here. Merry Christmas and happy, hopeful New Year, he says to all. So, yeah, cheers to that.
Yeah. Happy, hopeful New Year.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Not long to go.
So, Grim, when you do a bit of bush stuff, do you go and do you do any snaring, hunting, that type of thing?
Oh, I'd like to get back into hunting. I haven't done any hunting in a couple of years now, and I've never actually snared anything. I have practiced building snares, but I never caught anything. But I've actually been keeping the biblical diet now, and that says nothing on pawls, so that rules out squirrels, rabbits, and a lot of things like that. And I'm not going to touch those things anymore. But deer and large game, I'm in the market for a crossbow. Something, if they actually up this stimulus check they're planning to give us, then a crossbow is definitely in my future, because I would use that for hunting for sure. You can pretty much hunt anything with a crossbow in the United States. You can hunt turkey, which turkey season comes up in just a few months from now. So deer season is ending in just a couple of weeks, and turkey season will take off in the spring. So if I can acquire a crossbow before spring, I will be doing some turkey hunting. I have done it before a couple of times, so I'm a little skilled, not really skilled. I have a little knowledge on the subject, so I'll try that out. So
that'd be good.
Gray Man Prepping wants to know what coffee you drink. He's curious if you would be so kind to let him know what kind of coffee you drink.
Coffee do you drink?
I think we've got Nescafe there, but I used to buy this organic. Remember, I used to buy organic beans for Wayne. I've got it. Yeah, it's only instant stuff. We're not up with you American guys with all your good coffee. My daughters are, but I've been a bit slack lately. Nescafe instant coffee. I don't think.
That's mine.
There we go. Grim's got the stuff. They're all into the high stuff.
Yeah, well, we used to brew our own.
We used to brew our own.
What happened to that?
It's in the shed.
I definitely like the whole bean coffee that you can buy, and the French press method of brewing it. It definitely tastes a lot better to me. And I don't filter it. You're supposed to filter it for some odd reason. I don't. I just it's just black coffee in there 99% of the time, I guess. Jack Daniels coffee. Now that sounds interesting. Dusty Data says Jack Daniels coffee. Yeah, I mean, I could add some to my coffee, but this live stream, I'd get everybody banned. You'd have to edit everything to say. I mean, we shouldn't do that on live ever. No, that'd be bad. That'd be really bad. Yeah.
That would be.
James Hoggle asked, what is your favorite beer?
There you go, Wayne.
Asking me?
Yeah.
Slip in mind for a minute. Oh,
he has
Crown Lager. Crown Lager.
Yeah.
Crown Lager. Yeah.
Yuengling is a brown lager too. Yeah.
I don't drink that much beer now.
No.
Lynn used to brew it. Lynn used to brew beer. What's that other stuff?
Kombucha?
Stout. Lynn used to brew the meanest stout.
So the Lost Product asked Lynn, "Why are you wearing that hat?" And he asked it in a different manner, but I'm just going to go there.
Yeah, well, I'm wearing this hat because I'm in the club now. I'm with Grim. So Wayne's got his hat, and we bought Grim that hat because we thought we wanted him to be part of our family.
I'm with John Pepper.
You guys got me this hat. My favorite hat I've ever had, actually. I really do like this hat. I get some really weird looks when I walk outside my house wearing this thing, but I don't mind.
Yeah, I'm with John. We're the good guys. We wear the white hats.
Yeah, I'm not the good guy. I know. I know you have a black hat, though. I've seen it. It has lights on it.
Yeah, mate, I've got probably 5 or 6 of them out there. Just depends on what the weather is, how I'm feeling, what mood I'm in. Yeah. If I'm in a dirty mood, I'll wear the black one.
There you go.
Watch out when I'm wearing the black one.
How's it going, Hutch? Yeah, we can definitely have it. We're going to need to have another hat contest with John from Prepper Nation. We'll have to just get all 3 of us in the stream, and we'll just see, who gets the most votes on the hat. I personally think Lynn's going to win the hat contest if we do that, though, because, that's not a fair contest. It's not a fair contest. It's not.
Yeah.
That's me going out hat.
Yeah, that's you going out hat.
I just landed to Lynn.
There you go. It looks like it fits you a little better than it fits her. I think it's a little too big for her. Huh?
Yeah, it is. I think my head's bigger than Wayne. Does that say something?
Really? Yeah. He's agreeing.
No, it couldn't be Grim. No way.
No.
So would you like to schedule another live stream sometime soon? I know I'm going to have Angry Prepper on the stream. I'm going to have Bjorn. I'm not going to say his whole name because I'd butcher it. Bjorn from Norway. He's going to be on the stream sometime soon. Yeah, I got a few other ones that are planning on coming on also. So I'm going to be doing some interviews here soon. I'd like to actually conduct interviews where I ask, questions, kind of like Angry Prepper does. So I definitely have a few questions to ask Angry Prepper when I get him on here. So yeah, Joe Morgan. Yeah, Bjorn Andreas Bull Hansen is how you say. I butchered his name. I'm not good with names, but yeah, that's him. He's going to be on the channel soon. We're just trying to work out times of when. So yeah, hopefully soon.
Yeah, that'd be great.
That'd be terrific. Yeah, I've been watching him for quite a few years, and yeah, he was on the ball well before any of this happened. So that'd be great to see.
Lynn was watching you for quite a while too before I picked you up.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
On the phone. Yeah. Well, I didn't know anything about YouTube then. I said, "Who's this American guy you're watching all the time? Yeah. What's he doing sending you videos?" You should watch this guy. Watch him. I watched you when I think you were driving a truck down the semi-trailer, and I think it was cornfields or something on your side, and that was
cornfields. I had snow-covered cornfields. A couple of times I got out of the truck and parked it in the middle of a road and walked up to the cornfields. Which wasn't the smartest idea, but I did it anyway.
Lynn keeps saying, I was Grim's 8th subscriber.
I was your 8th subscriber, Grim. I remember that.
Huh? Wow.
So I come in, I thought, this dude looks all right. I'll write him a little thing in the comments. And I said, oh, yeah. Bang, I said, then he can't even comment back to me.
Oddly enough, I can't believe it myself. I'm at 3,022 subscribers as of right now, and that's just insane to me. I cannot believe that I actually got that high. Yeah, how many you guys got now currently?
How many? 1,107 this morning, I think. So we're very grateful. I mean, you'd be like us. The first 100 we got, we're like, wow, who wants to watch us? And it's interesting. Hey, yeah, we're 1,107. No, that's all right. But yeah, that's what I think that's the whole thing right at the moment. All the prepping channels and homesteading channels, it's not about their channel anymore. The last month or so I've noticed it's about creating a team and everyone joining in together and really enjoying each other's company and teaching each other. Yeah, I can't read that.
Definitely a good team to have. And yeah, I've been trying to put together a little group here between, I think we got what do we got? 4 of us now. There's 4 of us in the group currently. So if anybody is interested in joining an Indiana mag anywhere in the Indiana vicinity, central Indiana-ish, please send me an email because you are more than welcome. We will definitely screen you, because if you're wearing, you have a man bun and I can't tell what color your hair is, and you're wearing skinny jeans, it's not going to go well for you. So
Nothing wrong with a man bun.
yeah, no man buns allowed. That's just it's kind of a cultural thing. We'll call it that. We have a dress code. Yeah, we'll put it that way. We have a dress code.
That's right. Exactly. Good idea.
The lost product, I will interview you as soon as you're ready. Send me an email because I will definitely have you live on the channel. That would be fun. We can just banter back and forth like we were doing in a Angry Preppers live chat that night. That would be, I don't know, we'd probably both get banned for that. But anyway, that would still be fun.
Who was that?
The lost product, he was my favorite troll. Actually, the moderators banned him from my channel one time, and I don't know why. We just get going back and forth.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I wasn't me, Grim. It wasn't me that banned you.
Yeah, you guys don't have to ban the trolls. Just let me know who's trolling, and I'll troll them back, because that's the way I like to do it over here. It's more fun that way.
Yeah. What goes around comes around.
Yeah, exactly. Rip Curl, definitely send me an email. Let me know what time you're good to go. Probably be next week sometime, because like I said, I'm going to have several people on the channel very soon. So yeah, I'd definitely love to have you on as well.
That'd be good. Rip Curl, I see all the time on the lives too.
Oh yeah, definitely should check out his channel. He's got some good content over there for sure. All right, it's about time to wrap this up, because it is after 9 and I have to do things and kids and such. Just because it's we're wrapping this up, I will say that Angry Prepper is live right now with Bear Independent on his channel, so I'm going to tune that in on my cell phone while I'm dealing with kids, because that should be interesting. I want to see him arm wrestle. I really do. I wish we could get them like in the same vicinity, because I really want to know who would win the arm wrestle between Bear Independent and Angry Prepper, because that would be interesting.
It would be, yeah. Well, we'll turn off when you turn off, and watch it as well. So that'd be good.
Yeah, it's probably having a lot of fun over there. So definitely something everyone should check out.
Good to talk to you guys.
But anyway, I'm going to call it a night. If you guys have some final words for the audience, that is declining very rapidly since I said that last statement. Go ahead.
Well, thanks, guys, for watching, and just keep on doing what you're doing. Keep prepping, stack it to the rafters, as Grim always says, and keep your head on that swivel, like Angry Prepper keeps saying as well. But just don't look like you are. That's my final word.
Don't look like you are. Yep, and I encourage everybody to go subscribe over to Homestead Oz. Please go over there, give them a like, a thumbs up, flood their channel with gremlins, and yeah, it's time to go. And thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.
Hey, mate.
Yeah, thanks, Grim.
See you, mate.